everyone, welcome back to the channel. I'm back here at Scott Harvey Kia in Ewing, New Jersey today to take a look at the 2022 Kia Telluride. I've been looking for one of these to review. Every one comes into the dealership pre-sold, basically from customer orders. They finally got one in for dealer stock, so we're going to take a look at this 2022 Telluride EX front-wheel drive SUV. Right off the bat, the new Kia badge for 2022 sits proudly on this tiger nose grille. We got Telluride spelled across the top of the hood. Functional grille on the top and bottom with functional side air curtains. You have LED headlights, LED daytime running lights, LED fog lights with that amber daytime running light, which I think is really cool. Let me know what you think. Do you like the white running lights, or do you like these amber running lights? I kind of tend to like the amber ones. It gives it a little bit more road presence. But let me know what you think in the comments. All right, wheel and tire setup on the EX is a 20-inch wheel. I like the nice silver with gray accents. On the wheel, you have your Kia badge in the middle. You have your standard 4-piston brake caliper, standard ventilated rotors, sitting on 245/50 all-season tires, all four corners. Coming down the side of the car, this color, which I really like, is gravity gray. You are color matched on the side view mirrors with your LED turn signals. We're color matched on the front and rear door handles. There's your fuel filler cap. As we come across the top of the car, you have your luggage rails. You have the color match on the shark fin antenna, and then you have your sunroof as well on this EX. All right, as we come around on the back of the car, you have your Kia Telluride badging up front, the gravity gray, nice and smooth, nice smooth silver finish on the back. You have a single exhaust on the right side, and you have your rear wiper sitting down on the middle of the glass. I'm hoping when they do a refresh on this, they'll take this wiper and tuck it up underneath that spoiler like they have done with the Sorento and the Sportage. All right, we're in the engine compartment, and what you're looking at is a 3.8 liter naturally aspirated V6 engine, making 291 horsepower, mated to an 8-speed automatic transmission, MPGs, 20 in the city, 26 on the highway, 23 combined. The engine runs on a minimum octane rating of 87, which means you can run this on regular unleaded gasoline. All right, we're sitting inside the Telluride, and before we get started with the interior review, and there's a lot to show you in here, it's a really nice interior. We'll get to the MSRP and the cost of this car. So for 2022, the EX, the way this car is optioned, you're looking at just over $41,000. So let's see what you get. All right, starting with the footbox, we have a nice large dead pedal, brake and accelerator. We have the Telluride carpeted floor mats, which look nice in here. And then on your front seats, you have power assist for the driver and the passenger. And these are leather trimmed seats. Very nice. I like the cross stitch in the white against the black, which looks really nice. Nice bolstering, very, very comfortable. Door panel is looking really good. I love the way they've done the soft touch material on top with your silver or brushed aluminum trim, as well as that faux wood trim that gives it a different look and texture. We're flat black on the switchgear as well, and we do have a nice soft armrest, and we do have the Harman Kardon sound system in this vehicle. We move over to the dash, and again, we have this nice soft touch material on top, this faux wood, natural wood finish, which I really like, followed by this silver brushed or brushed aluminum trim, and then we have hard plastic down below, and also we have a nice large glove box. All right, here is the 10.25-inch Kia Infotainment System. It is a touchscreen, as you can see, nice and responsive, and it's also double pane, so you can have your map on the left, and you can have other things here on the right, like your media or your weather or passenger talk, which is an internal speaker system inside the car, and your calendar, compass, and time, and then another set of the map. So a lot of different choices. You know, you can go into your settings, which is down below on the buttons, which I like, and go into setup, and that'll take you into your general settings, and that'll take you into your system info, date and time, those types of options, which is nice. And you can connect your phone. This does have, obviously, Apple CarPlay, Android Auto, and all that good stuff. And it's nice and easy to swipe back and forth. As we come down to the middle of the dash, we have our controls for our media. So map, nav, radio, media, that's your four-way hazard lights. To go back and forth on your music. This is a favorites button, so you can program favorites functions into here and then use it as a shortcut. That's your setup. We come down to your dual climate control, right? You have a setting to either have the driver or passenger sync together, as you can see, or you can unsync them if the driver's too hot and he can be a little bit colder, and then you can sync them again if you would like. So it's pretty cool. And then you have your fan speed, front and rear defrost, AC button, and all that good stuff, air recirc along the bottom. Down below, we have a 12 volt, which is nice, and we have two USBs, which is nice, and we have a wireless charging pad down here, which is even better. We have heated seats, and we have ventilated seats for both the front driver and front passenger, which is really cool. I like that. Here's our gear shift that's going to take us through this 8-speed automatic transmission. Key fob is your standard Kia detonator style key fob with your lock button, unlock, press and hold to release the tailgate, panic button, and here's your remote start here. Again, nice and light and nice looking key fob. We have a spot for some snacks, 2 cup holders right here, as well as your drive mode button, which is going to take you through the different drive modes that you have, which is going to be comfort, eco, smart, sport, which is nice. As well as your auto stop start off, auto hold, and here is the button for your rear camera. And if we take a look at the rear camera, again, it's nice and bright. There's no 360 in the EX, but you do have a nice large display with your backup camera with trajectory. Very nice. All right, here is the armrest, nice and soft, and as we open it up, plenty of place for storage down here, and also down on the bottom, you do have another USB and a snack tray that's removable. So you're all set for connectivity in the front of this Telluride. All right, here is the Kia steering wheel. We have the new Kia badge here. We have this fake stitching around the edge. We have silver and gloss black on the switchgear. The left side is going to be your phone controls and voice commands. And on the right side is going to be your cruise control, as well as controls for your autonomous driving and safety suite, such as blind spot monitoring, lane keep assist, traffic sign recognition, and those sorts of things, which I like. On your gear, on the shift levers over here, this is for your headlights, for auto, for parking light, headlight, as well as the bright lights, which you push forward to turn them on, or you pull it in to flash to pass. And then on the other side, you have your controls for your windshield wiper front and windshield wiper rear. Here is our dashboard. Again, we have analog gauges for your speed and revs, and as well as fuel level and coolant temperature. And in the middle, you have a small 4-inch display that will display different items on the dashboard for you, as well as as you can see. So there's a lot of different things you can do as you move through here. But overall, a nice looking dash. I'm expecting that once we see some type of refresh in the Telluride, we're going to see a digital dash, as that's how they're doing it with their newer cars. All right, we are in the rear of this Telluride EX, and this one is equipped with rear captain's chairs. So this is a 7-person configuration rather than the 8-person configuration. And right off the bat, I got to tell you, because I'm in Jersey, I got to tell you, I got plenty of room in the back. I mean, it's true with just about every Kia model I've been in. There's plenty of room in the back. This front seat is set for my driving position, and I got huge amounts of leg room, huge amounts of headroom. I'm 5'11", no problem at all. I like the way they have this set up. Door panel in the back. We have nice soft touch on top. We have flat black around the switchgear, which I like. Flat black around the window button. You have your nice speakers here in the back and a very soft armrest. With the captain's chairs, Kia gives you these skinny armrests. These need to be a bit wider because my arm is like falling off of these things when I put it on there. So Kia, make a note, please make these captain's chairs armrests about another inch thicker, so it really fits an arm and not a half an arm. Okay, back seat, rear command center. We pretty much don't have anything. There's no vents for heat and air back here. Down here on the column, the actual heat and air vents in a Telluride for the rear passengers are up here on the ceiling. And you do have a very nice, soft, suede type material on your headliner. And you also have up top, you have controls for your LED interior lighting, as well as your temperature control for the back passengers up here, which is a nice change from what I saw in my 2020 Telluride. You do have connectivity for the back seat passengers. We have USBs in the back of the front seats and for the plug-ins, and then we have a nice little hanger so you can plug your phone in, put the cord around here, and then up to your phone, and it gets it out of the way of your feet, which I think is very handy. We have nice big pockets in the back, so the front seats for both the driver and the passenger, which is nice. All right, third row entry. You have manual adjustment for the rear seats, so seats move all the way forward. This front of the seat moves forward, and then you have enough room to climb into the back to access the third row. All right, now we are in the third row, and I do have plenty of headroom. I do have plenty of shoulder room. I have a USB for my phone back here and a cup holder, so I'm set with connectivity, which is nice. Have nice carpeted floor mats in the back. However, my knees are sitting pretty high. So I would say that this is really good for smaller adults or kids in the third row, but for a longer trip, a full-size adult my size is not going to be all that comfortable, especially with the knee height here in the back. All right, rear tailgate time. Button to release that rear tailgate is right underneath the U in Telluride. You push the button, electric assist on the way up, very, very nice. And in the back, you have a nice spot for, even with the third row up, 4 bags and whatnot. A couple overnight bags in here, no problem. We have a thing that comes underneath here, and you have your license plate bracket that's stuffed in here, but a nice spot to store stuff. And then underneath this panel, as you can see by the label, that's where your spare tire is, underneath this bottom panel. I'm not going to open that right now, but it does have a spare tire, which is nice. Put that back in there. If you don't need the rear seats up and you want to put them down, all you have to do is pull the strap here. That goes down, and the seat folds flat. Same on the right side, and the seat folds flat. Now you have a lot more storage space for your larger items. And then if you really need big items, then you have the button over here, which controls your second row going down, and you push this button in, and that one folds flat, and then the right one folds flat. And then you have tons of room in the back of this Telluride. And you also have a nice 12 volt back here. So in case you're going camping or on the beach, you need to do something, blow some stuff up for the kids. There you go. You're all set back here with a 12 volt. And then to close up, we have our push button right up here. Just push that in and let this tailgate come back down. Very nice, very easy. All right, we are driving this 2022 Telluride EX front wheel drive. And, this has got a lot of equipment in it for, an EX. Kia had advertised that for 2022 they were going to be bringing more standard equipment into the Telluride, and they certainly have done so. I would like to see at the $41,000 price point, I would like to see heated seats in the rear. We have heated and ventilated seats up front, but there is no heated seats in the rear. I'd like to see at least that in the rear on the EX at 41 grand. But otherwise, really nicely packaged, really nicely presented. This 3.8 liter V6, very smooth power. The 8-speed, very smooth. The engine's very quiet. I have great visibility out the windshield, great visibility out of the side glass and out of the rear tailgate area. Side view mirrors are nice and large. I have that blind spot alert, cross traffic alert when I'm backing up going on. So a really nice package here for the EX. And you know what? I don't really notice much of a difference between the all-wheel drive and the front-wheel drive. This one's just front-wheel drive, which is unusual to see in the Northeast. Normally, all of these ordered for dealer stock are going to be all-wheel drive, but it does save you about $2,000 by going with the front-wheel drive opposed to the rear-wheel all-wheel drive. So you can save yourself some money. But overall, it's a really, really nice place to be on the interior. Very comfortable. I have, plenty of room as far as driving position for myself. I have this set right where I would like it for my drive, and it's nice. I sit up nice and high, being in the SUV, and it's a nice and comfortable place to be. The suspension is well damped, so it soaks up the bumps. These nice 50 series sidewalls that are on the car soak up the bumps really well, and that's what I talked about when I did the Sportage review, the new Sportage. They have 65s on that car, and it felt like big balloons. So these 50s, they still give you a nice drive and a nice ride without that bouncy, wafty feeling like I had in the Sportage. So I like where they have the wheel and tire package set for this Telluride. Plus you get the 20-inch wheel, and which is a nice benefit as well, and bigger tires to get more power to the ground when you need it. I would like to see a digital dash in the Telluride. I'm hoping that when they do a refresh on this car was new for the 2020 model year, so my guess is we're probably not going to see a Telluride refresh until 2024's model year. But I'm hoping when that happens, they go with a digital dash. They did it in the Sportage by going digital in the new Sportage after that big redesign. I would like to see it in this car as well. I think it's time to start beefing up more of that technology in their flagship SUV. This truck is not going to last long on the dealer lot. Like I said earlier, all of these Tellurides, they come in pre-ordered and sold. And if they're not sold, they're immediately sold. Maybe they last a day or two on the lot, and then they're gone. It's just amazing how well these cars still sell, even at these higher price points that dealers are getting for these cars, now that we're short on new cars on the lot. I mean, Scott Harvey right now only has 7 new cars on their lot, which covers, all the models they may sell. And this is the only Telluride that's up for sale. The other one that they had when I arrived this morning has already been sold. A couple was driving it when I got here to the dealer this morning, and it's done, sold, end of story, bye-bye. So these things just don't last. So that's why I guess the Kia salesmen call them the Telluride, because all they do is sell, sell, sell. This really is, in my view, the benchmark midsize SUV. This is what everybody in the industry is shooting for and shooting at, is this Telluride. It redefined the segment when it came out in 2020, and it's still, I believe, the benchmark SUV. It brings you the most features, the most size, the most interior space, right? 5,000 pounds of towing if you have the tow package all-wheel drive in the segment, and that's what everybody's shooting at. And it brings big value. I mean, the price point here is $41,000, which is a lot for a Kia, but when you compare it to the competition, it's right in there amongst all the other automakers. They're well positioned. And again, it comes with the best warranty. 5-year, 60,000 mile, bumper to bumper warranty. You're not going to get that on on any of your mainstream competition. Even the luxury brands are at 4-year, 50,000. So it's still bringing the big warranty, which should give people more peace of mind in case something goes wrong. But again, I've had my 2020 Telluride now for going on 3 years, because I got it in 19 as a 20 model. I have 15, 16,000 on it. Never had a problem, except for bringing it in for its oil changes and tire rotations. That's been it. It's been a good car. No worries at all. So I would highly recommend you putting this on your list when you're looking for that mid-size 3-row SUV that you might think you need for your family. I want to thank Scott Harvey Kia here in Ewing for getting the channel access to this Telluride in order for us to bring it to you today. If you did like the video, please give it a like. I appreciate all of you watching, and please subscribe and turn on that notification bell so you never miss another Shabby's Rides video, and I'll see you guys on the rebound. Take care, everybody.